root 1, 2, 3 is connected. Now see, I will see I connected to the server and I want to create any table or first we'll see how to create a table and all those things. And create table. You are in which database that you need to see. Show databases. We have so many databases are there. Okay, take it on 6 a.m. database. Show tables. Show tables. A lot of tables are there. Now I want to create a table. Table like demo ID, integer, name, character, some city or something. Okay, it's created. Now insert some value. Center 1. Okay. Name, any name like whatever you want to give. You can give some city Hyderabad. Now you created a table, insert some values. You inserted some values. Now where it is created, that we need to know. Where it is created, how it is created. Okay, table space is a logical name. Okay, table space is a logical name, is associated with a data file. A table space is a logical name associated with a physical name, data files. That where it is located means by default where lib MySQL, in that folder it will be created. Suppose if you don't know where the files are creating means, please mute from your end. Somebody is noisy. Who is that? I am muting. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, we have some disturbances. Okay, now I am creating a table. Created where it is storing, that you need to find out. First of all, where it will be storing means in Oracle and SQL Server, some other databases. Okay, why I'm not comparing to other databases? We have to compare with Oracle or SQL Server. That are the topmost databases currently. Okay. Suppose if you create a table means, where it will be creating means, it will create one big data files. It will be creating in table spaces like very big files. It will be creating. Okay. Then now, for example, you inserted some tables in SQL Server and Oracle databases. If you create a table, else it will be associated to in the data files. We have Oracle. If you have data files in SQL Server, MDF files will be there. Like that, it will be storing. Okay. Now here it's not like that. If you create a database, one folder will be created. In that folder, some files will be creating as called, we will call it as a InnoDB data files. I will show you how you can able to show, how you can able to find out means. See, for example, I am new to this server. You are also new to this server. They will be giving username, password only for you, DBS, because DBS don't have that much of they won't give training for that. They will give you username and password. You need to identify where the tables are there and information. Any information if you want to find out means you have to find out like that only. Suppose where this data has been storing in our server means how you can do means you have a config file. While using config file, first you can able to find out the storage where it is storing, whether it is storing in C drive or D drive or E drive. Just I'm saying for Windows. Suppose if you go with Linux, which mount point, U01 or U02 or any, please. Uh, okay, like that it will be storing. Now I want to see that. How you can able to see? You can see based on using your config file. Where your config file will be created means any server. While if you are using binary installation, RPM installation, any installation, okay, by default etc it will be created. Okay, you have to search in this one only. There you can find a folder my config file, configuration file. Here a folder will be created in Ubuntu, but in Oracle Linux and Red Hat Linux it won't create here. MySQL, then config file will be creating. Which one is config file? Here this is the config file. From based on this you can able to find out the location where the data is storing. I created a table called demo. In which table it is created? In 6 a.m. database it is created. That database, how you can able to find out? Some classic models we have seen, some online, some other databases we have seen, world database, all those things we have seen that. Okay, that information if you want to find, you have to use config file only. You can search it. By default it will be there only, but as per maybe in some other servers they will be customizing in U09, U010. Who knows the servers what how they are creating. Okay, in this using this you can able to find out. Cat means you can open and see the file where it is storing. You can able to see. Now see this. Username is MySQL, port number is 306, and base directory. Base directory is nothing but software. Okay, MySQL software will be created here. Data directory where lib will be storing here. Okay, and in this data directory you have to investigate, you have to log into this location and you need to find out where the databases has been created. Now I will see cd. Okay, where the folders, if you create a database, one folder will be created. What is the folder? We have a database called 6 a.m. Go to the 6 a.m. Right, see every database having by default one structured file will be created. If you create any database, one file will be created, structured file. It contains your language settings. Okay, I want to see that. You can see that by default language settings will be there. See the thing, Latin. Okay. Now we created a table, and demo table we created. Format file, structure file will be creating the structure file, and data file. If you insert the data, keep on going. By defaultly it will go. This is it. Why it is creating like this means, okay, why it is creating InnoDB data by default. My engines are there. This is the thing. Okay, MyISM and InnoDB are by default engines. Okay, now 5.5, from 5.5, InnoDB is the default engine. Previously, before 5.5 means MyISM is a default engine. Okay, like that. Now we created a table. I created a table, demo table. That is the reason InnoDB data file it is. If you create with the MyISM engine, it will be created three files. See, three files will be created. Format file is common. Index file, MyISM index file, index will be there in this data file. It is showing 0, means there is no data in that table. Okay, like that it will be there. Now we created a table. Now coming to the table space management, I want to see the table spaces, how many table spaces are there in our MySQL server. By default system table space, where you can see in, go here, this is the system table space. This one is system table space. Okay, one temporary table space will be created. Remaining all normal general table spaces. If you want to create, how many table spaces if you want to create, you can create it. Table space is a logical name associated with the data file. Okay. Now I want to see that we have a queries, lot of queries are there. You can see with using that. See, I created, this one is InnoDB system table space associated with one data file. These are all system table spaces. All it is created by default IBD. Why? Because of engine. This will be, if you go with engines, InnoDB engines only, it will be creating like this. Okay, like that. Now we created one file called demo. Well, every table, one table space will be created by default. Means every table is independent here. Due to that, that is the reason performance will be faster. If you go for Oracle or SQL Server, in one big file will be creating. Right, one big file will be creating. In these files, you will create, automatically it will create the tables. In the big table space automatically by creator. It's not like that. Here independent. If you have one, if you create it will create one file like this. Okay. Any doubts? Any questions?
This is for InnoDB database, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. You know how the drawing that you drew, when is that relevant? Like, which database does that?
I'm not getting what you're saying.
Do you know how for InnoDB every table is its own table space? What about the drawing? When does that happen?
I'm not getting. Can you repeat once again? What is the join?
You know the drawing you drew on the side.
Oh, this one, huh? You are asking.
Yeah. When does that happen?
Okay. When does it happens means every table, whatever, if you create any table, by default one one table space has been created for one table. I'll show you currently now. Now use 6am any database, create table, emp or 9 id integer, name, city, varchar, something you created. Okay, okay, this one is, I think, you create table name. Already exists. Then also okay, I created one table. Now see this, one table space has been created. How? Why? You are asking, right?
Yes.
Why it is creating one table space means every table one table space. Why it is creating means in config file, in parameter file, by default inodb per table, inodb file per table is on. If it is on, every table one table space will be created. By default it is on. So like on, it is on. Okay, that is the reason it is created. Now I will mute this one. I will off, I will make it off. How to switch off means set global it is off. Now see the parameter, it is off now. Now create a table where you can create in 6am database. You create a table, it is created. Okay, it is created. Now see this, yet the table is not there. What, which table we created? emp 1000. emp 1000 is created, but it's not created here. Why? Where it is created? Any idea? Understood, Sai? What I mean?
Is it in the MySQL or no?
No, it's not myism. The table is, see that, show, create.
So where is the table that we
Yeah,
created
yeah,
if it's not?
yeah, that create table. Which table we created? emp 1000.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that if you want to see. It is created with myism only, but
Mm-hmm.
where the data is storing means, if you keep like this, if you make it turn off this parameter, if you create any table, by default it will inodb system data file will be taking care. In this location it is created.
Okay.
Okay, you, if now one more table create, now start creating table spaces. Now create a table, some 5000 table space. If you specifically, if you give table space, in which table space, suppose I want to create in this table space, general, the name is See, it's where it is created right now means you are giving specifically means it will create in this file. If you inserting bulk data to this, automatically this will grow. I want to find out the size of this. You can search like this, describe the column, you can mention a maximum size, initial size, free extents, how much free it is there. You can see total extents is there. You can customize. If you want to see that, you can see based on that. Okay, that is called table space management.
Okay, so it's like categorizing.
And to performance level, it's we can customizing that
Okay.
whatever application. Suppose I have application finance and HR and
Mm.
production, logistics. If you have like this, suppose I have logistics information, it has to save in one table space. Yes, you can do that. HR,
Okay.
you can do customize your tables in particular table spaces. That will be like you are organizing that.
Okay.
But all companies won't enable this way. By default, keep it like this only. Every table having one table space will be there. Suppose
Hmm.
if you have any people are working, you can see like this. If you give, you can able to find out how many files has been created, all those things. Okay.
Okay.
Then I want to create a table space now. I want to create a table space. This is the command. By default, the page size is 16 KB. Okay, whatever you want to give, you can able to do that. I am creating with 8 block size. You can create any name, anything you want to see. You want to create like this without giving anything. It's created. How much by default it will be created means how much block size will be. You can see that block size also. How you can see, you can go with some views. We can be able to see we have a lot of views are there. Which table space we created currently, you can give. We created this one, normal table space, status is normal, nothing, we didn't add log, we didn't discuss about this one, log files, later we'll see. Okay, like this you can see some information about that, the data file. Okay, now this you can we created like this. You want to create any block size, page size by default, how to see that, show variable, variables like percentage inodb page underscore size. In normally in Oracle and SQL Server, in SQL Server we'll call it as a pages only. In Oracle we'll call it as a blocks. Okay, 16 KB by default. By page, multiple pages is called extents. Multiple extents is called segments. Multiple segments is called table space. Okay, that I have seen. I have given the picture also. Multiple pages. It comes into the extent. Multiple extents is called segment. Multiple segments is called table space. By default it will be creating any table space or whatever. If you are doing that, it will be created 16 KB. Now I want to create this table space with 8. Yes, you can do that, that is also it's possible. 4 KB, 8 KB, 16 KB and 32 KB. Up to this you can able to create. Now see this, I'm creating with 8 KB of block size. already exists. Okay. Okay, this one data file also we need to change, right? That is the reason it's failed. Created. Now I can create a table. Now I want to create a table and assign to that table space. Create table. Table name like you are in which database, you can see that. We are in 6 a.m. database. Create a table. Table name. Table name is ID integer. Table space. Which table space? TS 88KB. Why it is not created? Table by default it will search for 16 KB, but we created with 8 KB of this table space. Means it won't create like this. You have to give the block size, the page size equal to 8 KB. Then only it will be created. These things are interview questions. Now see this compressed or whatever. Create table, table name, table space name you can give, which table space, block size. Now it is created. Now these tables you can't find out. Hello, this table you can't see here in this file. Why? We have been switch off. Switch off not only, but specifically you are giving that. It's not there. Table spaces are creating, but tables are allocated in this table spaces. Okay, like this. Now you can create any table space, and if you want to see these things, you can do that. And you want to see some information about, already we have seen that. Like this you can see, but this is also one method. This one also is one method.
Quick question.
Yes.
What's the difference between table space and block size?
I told, right? See, this we'll discuss later. We have so many things to discuss. Slowly we'll go with everything is added. Now, pages. Okay, page we'll call it as a block. Okay, block size or page size, how much we have? By default 16. Okay, block or page, multiple blocks equal extents.
Okay.
Then multiple extents you can create here. Multiple extents is called segment. Segments is a table space.
Okay, got it.
Now we created with this block size by default 16 KB. Now what we did with 16 KB we created, but we can create with 8 KB also.
Okay.
Okay, got it right?
Yes, got it.
Then like this you can. Then one more thing, there is an interview questions. In I want to add one more file to this data file. I want to add, suppose there is a table space XYZ, we have general table space. I want to increase the data file. Okay, I'm trying to add. Is it possible? Means it won't support. Okay, alter table space. Any table space name can give the alter command. What table space we have? Big table space is there. See, it won't support. This storage won't support. Which storage will be supported? NDB storage will be supported. Clustering. Okay, that is the reason they won't create. Even though in community edition it won't support to alter adding multiple files. What people will do, because for this one they won't go with enterprise edition or standard edition. Just they will create one more data file like that. Okay. This is the now this queries. I am giving some information schema related. Now I want to see what is that. Suppose we created some tables 6a, which tables we created in 6 a.m. We created some tables, and in classic models we have some database with tables series and some MySQL related. Okay, leave it this one, and sys schema also leave it. World, some tables we created. What is this meaning means? See, suppose if you if the tables are independent, that we'll call it as a single. Okay, we created some tables without assigning any table spaces. They are independently. That we'll call it as a single. All are independent. These are all system table spaces. Okay, system table spaces. Okay, fine. Now we created with some what this one, some like EMP we created, right? We created without giving that. Where it is created, I told some tables are created in system table space. How you want to find out? Interview question. Suppose I have some tables, it is missing where it is created, in which table space it is created. That you need to find out. System table space. See, giving system table space, this one is created. Normally, some table spaces will be created general. It will be giving the general only, general. Okay, like this you can able to find out some information. In this information underscore schema, just see this. Nothing is the big DB table space, big schema is not there. You can change the table space database name. Okay, these are all base tables. How many rows are there in this? Okay, when it is created, we created yesterday and day before day some tables. Today we created. Today is Indian time is 29th. No, this server is belongs to UK server. When we are installing, this is in UK time only. That is the reason it's showing. Okay, we created 28th. Yes, these are all today we created right now. That information will be giving this based on that. Now, some interview questions. Now I have a table. This I have a something. If you have multiple tables accidentally created in system table spaces, for example, these are system table spaces. Okay, this EMP 6000 is created in system, but I don't want to keep it in system. I want to change it to general table space. How to do that? Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Alter table, alter table, table space. Yes, it's possible. Okay, you can able to convert one table space to another table space. Now see this. This table space won't give system, it will give the information like general. See, it's changed. Okay, like this you can convert into one table space to another table space. Okay, immediately in Oracle and SQL Server it is very big tough. That is a big task to change one table space to another table space, but here within single command we can change that. Okay, we did that. See, alter table, we can change that. You can create and you can change it. Okay, this only insert into these things, some exercise.